Bwana. And today I want us to focus on us who are within the church, on us who call ourselves saved, on us who call ourselves Christians. Now, I can tell you without fear of any contradiction, and I have been saved since I was the age of 12. You know that. You know my history is foundation. I received Christ 25 years ago, and I was a small boy. And over the years, I have seen many people come and go in salvation. But I can tell you, we've never had a crop of Christians like we are having today. I was a teenager, I was a youth, but I can tell you, Wakristo ambao nimeshuhudia miaka mingi, sijaona Wakristo sampuli yenye tuko nayo sasa. And so I want us to compare ourselves. Kwa sababu wakati uliokoka na wakati mimi niliokoka, I know there are so many good things that we were taught. And most likely we were never told that we were entering into a battlefield. Okay? Wakati uliokoka na mimi nikaokoka, one thing is certain. We were recruited into the army of Christ. In other words, we became soldiers in the army of the Lord. And so, army or any soldier like myself, we have no any other business. Ours is to rise to the occasion and fight when we are called to fight. And so I want to compare we, the physical, the civic soldiers, and then the spiritual soldiers. Because the standards and the platforms that we who are in uniform today have are the same standards that you who are spiritual soldiers should have. Unanielewa? Nguzo ambazo sisi wale ambao tunawachunga na kuwalinda, ambazo tunazifuata kila siku, vivyo hivyo enyi mlio katika jeshi la Kristo mnapaswa kufuata. Yesu asifiwe. Unfortunately, in the army of the Lord today, we have a group of soldiers who do not even realize they are soldiers. They behave like civilians. Yet, you are members of the military forces of Christ. In short, I want to look at principles of a true soldier. Principles of a true soldier. I wish we had any other member of these services in this church. We have one. And it's idea I will show you practically. We have one. Kuna mmoja hata kama ni chief. Tungekuwa naye, I would have done some demonstrations. Now that we don't have, let's proceed. Principles of a true soldier. And this is what makes difference between me and Simon, although he is my friend. When we are in the church, they're the same. But when we get to other territories, Simon and myself are different. Because I am a soldier and you are not, you are civilian. So there are things that should distinguish between you who is saved, you who is a soldier in this big army of Christ, and those who are not yet born again. Unfortunately, in 21st century, it is almost impossible to tell who is saved and who is not. In other words, it is almost impossible to distinguish between members of the civilian and the soldiers. We are behaving the same. Principle number one, soldiers go through training and transformation. In the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2, in fact, if you start from verse 1, Paul is making a call to Timothy, and he's telling him the things that you have heard me teach in presence of many witnesses. He is charging him, go do the same, equip to fight in and out of my presence, but in presence of many witnesses. And he uses some words. He's giving him an analogy of a soldier in verse 3. And he's telling him, soldiers who are in war, do not focus on the normal issues of life. I think it's in NIV it says, in the everyday life event. In other words, a true soldier who is trained and who is transformed is never worried of normal issues of life. When you wake up in the morning, your concern is how the day will be. But my concern, when I wake up every morning, I think of people that I don't even know. When I hear a certain chaos in a certain place, that is my concern. Although in Yahoo, there is no chaos, because mine is not about everyday life. It is what is out of ordinary. So when you receive Christ, then you ought to have been discipled. You ought to have been taken through catechism. I like our church. And I like our church because you are taken through a journey. Almost sometimes we take it like it's 17. But that journey ought to be discipling you so that you can be transformed. So that in the end you don't become the Christians we call catch the fire Christians. One day he is vibrating with a lot of fire. The next minute he is the worst sinner you have ever seen. So true soldiers are transformed through a rigorous training. Before I became who you know now, before you even knew me, Simon, I was just a class teacher in a classroom. And so I had even a big afro. I was keeping long hair. And I had some beards, some goatees. But when I was recruited into the discipline services, then I was taken through a training. Then I was transformed. And I became a totally new person. I was not even loud as I am today. I was very polite. I was slow. I was, a teacher. I was taken through a very tough and painful training so that I can become that person who can face 3 men armed with the swords trying to butcher me and to butcher my wife. When my wife is screaming and seeing death, I was seeing an opportunity to teach some people a good lesson. Now, for me to become that person, I had to go through a very painful training. So let me ask you, because you think and you claim to be a true soldier of Christ, then who trained you? And if you are trained, are you transformed? Why do you talk like people who are on the earth? Why do you insult? Why are you not kind? Praise be to God. When a soldier comes here, comes here, let's preach together. Let me see my minutes. Now, Simon, I want you to follow my command, okay? Hey! Anajaribu kidogo. Angalau anabahatifu. Yes! He cannot understand the language because he's just what a civilian. But I can understand irrespective of who's giving the command. There are some languages that we are using, and those who are listening to us, these many witnesses, they look at us and they are perplexed. They cannot even understand whether we are soldiers or we are civilians. So ask yourself, how many things over this week you have done mpaka ukachanganya watu mpaka wakashindwa ameokoka kweli ama hajaokoka? Kwa lugha nyingine, huyu mtu anajiuliza, huyu ni mwanajeshi kamili ama ni imposter? Because Wakristo wengi tuko nao, they are just imposters. They have not been trained the way Timothy trained. Paul trained Timothy mpaka kafika mahali sasa akamleta hapa I want to think and to my imagination mchungaji. What Paul was doing, alikuwa sasa anaconfirm. Unajua hapo kuna confirm. So, yani aliiva mpaka sasa Paulo anamwambia sasa kuja confirm. Anamwambia yeye nimekufundisha mbele ya mashahidi wetu akayafanya hayo. Yani nimekufundisha na mimi nimekufundisha baada ya kuiva, si hata wengi wakakuja. Na wakaangalia nikipiga paredi mzuri kabisa nilikuwa nimenyoroka. Sasa mimi sio tena, nimevuka upande mwingine. Sasa wewe baada ya kuja hapa ukalia machozi, ukatoa makamasi, halafu baadaye ukitoka hapo you are talking like any other person. Why have you forgotten that you ought to behave like a true soldier? Principle number 2. What distinguishes us from order and obedience can never be compromised. If, for instance, right now, I am called by my commander, and I'm told Harold, we are embarking, and in the next 5-6 hours, we ought to be at a certain place. Believe you me, I will not give explanations. Oh, you have been permanent. Oh, you know preaching. I would, an order has come, and I've got to obey. I am a Christian, but I obey. I tell him, Afande, within 3 or 4 hours, I'll be with you. But I'm a little bit far. But I try my best. Obedience. We have Christians who do not even know when the command is talking. When God says you do, we are the people who questions. In fact, what is happening with today's Christians, they are not only disobeying the order, they are now commanding the commander. Kristo akiambia Mungu usiponiponya hata hiyo kanisa na wajipange. Mwingine anasema na mchungaji alinifanya hivi hata sitaenda mkutano. Mumeamua tarehe 9 ukuje. Tayari iko tunaongeza kupiga mahesabu. Sasa si hapo tutaanza kuomba hukumu simezani. There are people who have disobeyed this act. This reminds me, when I was here the last time, in Wafundisha kuhusu madhabahu, and we said what composes this act is God Himself, His presence, and the ministers, and the tools that you are seeing here. Kwa hivyo hata ule mshumaa ungekuwa na uwezo wa kutoa sauti, ukitoa ni Mungu ametoa. But look at us, even when we are told what to do, we question everybody. We have no bounds and we have no limits. We can talk to anybody and we can question anybody, including Mchungaji. He gives instructions and you can even afford for a second to go out there na mkae wa mama watatu ama wazee wawili mkidiscuss kile ambacho inaamrishwa na Mchungaji. That tells you are just an imposter, because a true soldier will never question a command, an order given by a commander. Hallelujah. If God says that He wants to bless you, even if the circumstances and the situations looks opposite, you ought to cry and say, thank you, it's gonna happen. Hata kama umekuwa mgonjwa miaka ngapi, Mungu akisema utapona. Lako ni kutii kwa sababu kabisa atakuponya. Lakini wewe ukiambiwa utabarikiwa, unaanza kuangalia atakuja nani? Atapitia wapi? Mimi anibariki ni hivi. You start to question your command. True soldiers will never do that. Amen. How many times have you questioned what the Lord said? How many times have you doubted the voice of God? How many times you have even doubted the source of your power? You look at yourself and you say, you know, we are not in the Pentecostal churches. For us, we don't believe in miracles. We don't do miracles. You know my story. Unakumbuka nilikuwa ni wewe. Kwani nilienda kuponywa kwa Pentecostal kama niliponywa hapo kwetu. So who told you God cannot do that? And why do you question the God? Number 3. principle, soldiers are taught how to care for each other. When I'm in a battlefield, and I'm not imagining, because for 6 years I was in Kansas, 6 years. When you're in a battlefield, and if you are really a true soldier, nothing else matters but your colleague. You don't care about yourself, you care about your colleague. You care. The rifle that you are holding is not for your safety, it is for the safety of your colleague. But the kind of Christians we are having today, they are the people who are killing their colleagues. True soldiers care for each other. And their biggest concern is their colleague. We have a small car that we normally use for water. 500 ml, half a liter, but it can serve a whole platoon. You just take a swipe and your lips are okay. You don't continue drinking. Because you are care and your biggest concern is not you, it's your colleague. How many Christians today are not even coming to church because the people who fail and the people who broke their hearts are in the front runners in the church? Wapendwa wangapi wanahangaika nyumbani, hawana chakula, hawana maji, hawana mavazi, lakini kwao kumejaza barabara. How many widows, how many orphans, how many children are walking naked, and you are clad in designer clothes, and you call yourself a Christian, and you don't care? How many brethren are in their homes, sick, bedridden, they cannot walk, but you have never taken your child even a single day to go and know how many times you have joined as members of choir and said, we're going to visit one of us, we want to encourage this person. Because true soldiers care for each other. Lakini kanisani, ukitafuta Wakristo ambao wanagombana, tumeshindwa hata. Walevi wakienda kwa baa huwa wanasikia, huwa wananunuliana sigara. Wavuta sigara huwa wanasikia, akipiga 2-3 anauliza mwenzake utaendelea. Lakini Wakristo, ukileta wale hapo kiruma, ukikalia namna hii, kuinuka ni kwa sababu sahani imeisha. Hatujali tena. Wenzetu wanahangaika, wanateseka, wanaumia, lakini sisi tungali paradiso. And so the army of the Lord has continued to become weaker and weaker, because in the first place, the soldiers themselves are killing each other. Wangapi sahihi mioyo yao imeinama kwa sababu ya makosa? Wangapi umeumiza wengine? Hata huko kwenu kazini, wangapi wana doubt kama Kristo yuko ndani yako, kwa sababu tabia, neno na hata usemi wako uliwaletea masomo. If we were to live like true soldiers, believe you me, the army of the Lord could be the biggest army ever. Hata tumeshinda na Waislamu. Every day, Islamic religion is recruiting more and more people because they know how to share, they know how to embrace. But for us, we kick, we give blows, we talk ill of each other instead of embracing each other. True soldiers care for each other. I wish I had time, I would have proceeded to explain the other one and the most important. The other one is ultimate sacrifice. Dorcas is seated there. Ask her. When I was in Garissa, when then had our daughter, every time I would leave our house to go back to job, she used to cry and weep and weep, because she knew I may or I may not come back. But while she was crying, to me, it was just like because in me, when I took the oath, I knew what I was doing. I gave it all. The Christians that we are having today, These are soldiers who only fight when it is comfortable to them. You only fight when it is convenient. You only come to church when it is. Do you know that in the parade, soldiers wote ndio mwende kwa vita kila asubuhi mpaka mkuje na mfole na mkae na mtuliwe mpewe maagizo. And so it is we normally call it an disciplinary offense to fail to attend protecting up. Every time in the morning, you've got to come and chain and wait for instructions. But you come to the parade at your own time, when you wish, when it is comfortable, when it is convenient. Soldiers will come to team up even when they are so sick, and their colleagues saa zingine wale masoja tunaonana wanakuwa wamesimama namna hii, wengine huwa ameshikiliwa na mwenzake kwa belt kwa sababu hana hata nguvu ya kusimama, anashikwa pande hii na anashikiliwa pande hii, bora pande iendelee. Lakini nyinyi huwa mnakuja kwa Mungu when it is comfortable, when it is okay, when I have everything, when I have food, when my children are doing it, I can now come, even ask for a song, because it is time to pray. But when you have a small headache, when you are like how was attacked, and you start saying, I wonder what kind of a God you are. Soldiers will give everything for their country. For the flag, they give everything. What is it that you feel you cannot give for the cause? If soldiers can give their own life for the sake of the flag, how much more can you give for the sake of the cause? We need serious soldiers, not imposters. I'm telling you the truth. Where we are today, it is either you are a Christian or you are not. It is either you are saved or you are not. That's where we are today. Having Christ in your heart in 21st century, it is a matter of life and death. You've got to choose. Choose which side you belong. Because soon and very soon, then there will be a very good distinction between sinners and the saved. Those who believe and those who don't believe. It is not going to last forever. You've got to stand and say, I am not conforming. I'm not going by the standards of the world. I am a soldier. I've got to go by what the commander says. I've got to stand in what I believe. I've got to fight for my faith. Think about them. They are apostles. These are true soldiers. They were butchered. They were boiled. They died horrific death. But one thing they never did, they never compromised. But Christ taught them, and he told them that this is the truth. They stood by that even to the grave. I'm going to stand. I keep telling people, I don't want to be remembered as the best soldier that Kenya had. I want to be remembered as that one young man who stood by holiness and righteousness and served God in all his generations. I imagine you. It is better to be remembered by your children as that woman who believes in God than being remembered by your children as that parent who provides everything. I have been to many gospel training occasions. And when I remember my mom at home, and when I call her, and I tell her, please pray for us, it happens. For many days, I've been able to win various circumstances in my life because I knew that my mom was fighting for me in prayers. You can become a very strong soldier to fight for your children, to fight for your family, even when they are away from you, because with prayers you can throw weapons and you can surround them, you can shield them, you can continue making them, even when they're not in your house. But when you become that mama who want to protect, who want to caution, and you are not prayerful, and you don't believe in God, you are destroying your generation. Because someday they will go to Europe, someday they will be in America, and what will happen? They will marry other women, they will marry other boys. Because you gave them everything, but give the God what is supposed to. Faith. Faith. Because of time. So what I would say, our faith is what we're dying for. It is what they're fighting for. Don't entertain Simon. Youth who come here, dress the way they want, seeking whatever they feel is this for them. This faith, Christ had to die for it. We got to stand for it. Doesn't matter what it takes. Praise be to God. Fine. Those of us who are soldiers remain alert day and night. And I can even sense when something is not okay where I work. Even when I'm at home, I never switch off my phone. I mean, the only time I switch off my phone is when I'm in the church. Because then I am serving my duties as a soldier. I never sleep completely. I know at any time I may be needed. Some of you, Jesus, may God forgive us. We are never alert. Wewe umelala na umeingia comfort zone na unapumzika. Soldiers are always alert. And soldiers do not have the comfort of enjoying some of the things that worldly people enjoy. And even then, if for instance, a soldier who is not saved goes to a club, one of the things that you will realize, they will never come to the dais. They only sit at the door. If it's a true soldier. Hakuna wakati a true soldier ataingia mahali kuna mkusanyiko na akae katikati ya watu. He will only sit a place where exit is easier because he will need to save all those people. I am here in Marmaret. I don't belong here, but at some point you may find me in action doing what I'm supposed to do. A soldier is always at work. But are you? Are you? When you are Kenyan, when you are doing all those other things, are you really a soldier? When you go to a campaign and you start hurling insults, when you start hurling words to the others, to the opponent, are you still a soldier? We are in the campaign period. What do you expect? People will lose their faith because money will come and they go to grab and they forget they are true soldiers. True soldiers remain alert, no matter what. Hallelujah. So the question is,